Hi everyone and welcome to Season 9 Episode 6 of From Hope to Glory at Truro City with me, the United City FM. So recent form hasn't been particularly great. We have just changed that a little bit in the last two games, but before that, very hit and miss. Today we play 16th position Coventry City. We're sitting in 10th. We've got to secure our top half finish for this season if we can. So 3 points here would be very, very valuable. Welcome back to Truro City. So yeah, it hasn't been fantastic. We have won the last two games, which is great. 2-2-0 wins, one against Oxford and one against Fulham. But before that, you can see seven games where it just 6 or 7 games where it just didn't work at all. 3 losses, 3 draws. It was very, very ordinary all the way through pretty much most of February. But we have turned the corner, hopefully. And with a couple of reasonably good games for us to play in the next couple in terms of positions in the league for opponents, then I think we'll do okay of still securing this mid-table finish that is pretty much above and beyond what I really hoped for this season. So we do sit in 10th. You can see, though, with a couple of decent performances, we could nick a couple of places ahead of us if things go our way, but also we could fall 2 or 3 places as well quite easily in this particular season. So it's still a bit tight, all to play for. Today, Coventry City down in 16th position. Time to keep that momentum going, really, and the winning run of the last 2 games. So can we do that? Let's find out. So this is quite a rarity, really, in recent times. We have pretty much a full strength, full healthed up squad to choose from, and we can do whatever we like, which is fantastic. The main reason where it hasn't happened for so long is Joe White has been out for a very long time and he's back on the bench today, just giving him an opportunity to get back in and around the first team squad, which is fantastic. So yeah, I have been able to fit all of my starting lineup pretty much in as I want it to be at the moment. And the major change that's happened recently is that Mellon has come in and got a couple of goals here and there. He's got 5 goals in his last 5 games. So he has come in for Abu Bakar in the striking position. He hasn't got the same quality of attributes that Abu Bakar has, but he's obviously got a little bit more experience about him and is just performing slightly better. In theory, we really do need a goal scorer for next season to really show up, and I can't see why it's not going to be this guy. But at the moment, it's just so hit and miss with him. 6 goals in 19 appearances. It's not really good enough, but he's got everything that you'd really want him to have at 19. And hopefully, with a little bit of experience and having got this season under his belt, next season he can start in a much richer vein of form. Now, I know that there are some gaps. I mean, the likes of his heading and the strength are not particularly good, but he's got good pace, good composure, good finishing, and I expected more from him, but just at the moment he's not doing it. So that means that Mellon has come into the side again and is kind of doing it, so he keeps his spot. As I say, White is on the bench, and pretty much everything else picks itself at the moment. So we've got Mbayu in goal, Fink at right back, Amor at left back, Reddy and McCann in central defence, Adeniran, Williams and Chiwunga in central midfield, Wright Phillips on the right, Apoku on the left just to give Sarmiento a bit of a break, and Mellon up top with a bench of Archer, Sarula, Rossiter, White, Ibrahim, Sarmiento and Abu Bakar. So let's get into today's game and see what happens. So I've gone fairly chilled out on the team talk and just suggested to them, hands in the pockets, fairly chilled out gesture to say we need to keep playing our way, and if we do that then we'll win, and I think they're capable of that. So we're at home, we're against a slightly lower league opponent in terms of this particular season, so overall we've got to be fairly positive of trying to get a result and keeping the run of form that we've just started recently, keep it going really. The likes of Oxford and Fulham were both dispatched comfortably in the end after that barren spell before that. So hopefully we can continue that today. Amor on the ball, Ben Amor down the left-hand side, full-back position overlapping. Almost lost it in midfield there, but eventually we do get it through to Mellon to have a stab at goal, but the goalkeeper read it and got to the ball fairly comfortably. Long goal kick, straight down the centre, the right-hand side-ish of the pitch, but we lose it again, and it's a chance for Coventry to come back at us and see if they can cause us some damage themselves. Chiwunga gets a real good foot in, and we almost came away with the ball then, but too many men very close to it from the Coventry perspective, and they keep possession. But again, he gets a foot in. Brilliant play by Chiwunga so far. Gets all the way to the edge of the box. Surely that's a penalty. Given penalty for us on 14 minutes, and it was all from the work of Chiwunga, which was phenomenal work in midfield. Mellon with a chance to continue his goal scoring, and he does it very calmly, puts it away with no fuss whatsoever. And just under 15 minutes played, we go 1-up, and that's helped us tremendously just to settle into the game, take control of it, and it was all from that drive in midfield from Chiwunga. So hopefully he can continue that sort of vein of form in the next few matches and really cement that place. Now that White is back on the bench, he's going to have to go some to do that, but he's more than capable. So again, we boot it clear. This time Mellon does pick up the ball. There's not much support, has to go alone, and it was a silly type of shot, really. It was one of those football manager type shots, really, where ultimately he should have just tried to find a way to hold the ball up and wait for some support, and he didn't quite manage it and just hit it at the side netting, really, from a really ridiculous angle. But there you go, that's the way it is. Coventry down the right-hand side, another bit of play for them. Can they get a chance at goal? They've got it into the box. Cross comes in, but they don't quite manage to get the shot on target in the 6-yard box. But they do pick up the loose ball in midfield again, the 50-50 ball. And that was a lovely little dink pass for Dele Paul, wasn't it? And he got on the end of it very comfortably. Goalkeeper came out to close the angle down. But this pass kind of came out of nowhere, really. Straight down the middle. And he was far more switched on than our defence were. They didn't follow the runner at all. If there's no offside here, it was a lovely goal. I don't think there'll be an offside. We can't actually see it from that angle. Yes, we can. There you go. The lines were there. Clear onside, clear goal. Actually, it was quite a nice one, really. A very good finish. I don't want it to be a nice one, but, you know, sometimes you have to hold your hand up. And our defence could have done a little bit better, but we do go in at 1-1. So there's all still to play for. I think I might just switch it into the more positive approach for the start of the second half, because I don't think they've been overly dangerous. And I feel like we need to get a little bit more on the front foot. So we can again go with the hands in the pockets, just chilling out a little bit, trying to keep them all calm. Let's think. Let's go with the assistant manager. We're not doing badly at all. If everyone continues to work hard, we'll win this. I do believe that. And we can always make some changes as the half goes on. So let's go into the shouts and demand more from them at the beginning of this second half. And just see if we can have 1 or 2 chances at the beginning of this half like we did in the first half, just to get ourselves a little bit ahead in the game. We are dominating the chances created and we're putting them on target, which is decent. Possession has been really atrocious. 34% is well down on what I expect us to have. But that's probably just due to the way Coventry are setting up and how they're trying to play the game. But they're not quite creating the chances that we have. 73 minutes in, that second half has drifted really, really quickly away. And so we're going to have to come and make a couple of changes here. We've got some low performers. I mean, 3 of our 4 back 4 are not doing great, are they? We've also got Williams atrocious in midfield, so he's going to have to be one that comes out. So immediately we'll take Williams out and we'll put White in, and then I think we'll switch Chiwunga into the slightly deep-lying playmaker role, because I think he can play that slightly better than White can. We do need to remove the yellow card from Benamor and his poor rating, so he'll come out for Cerula to go in. Then we got 1 more to make, and I think we're going to make it for Wright Phillips on the right of our midfield, and just bring Ibrahim in on that right-hand side. I'm impressed with Ibrahim. I think he's got quite a lot about him, but he hasn't always had the chances because Wright Phillips has done okay for us. But we're in possession. I think we're going to go up again and go into attacking and really go for this in the last sort of 15, 20 minutes of the game, just to see if we can come out with anything. So more than what we've got. So we're going to go in and fire them up and see if that helps to really drive us forward and put them under a little bit more pressure. You can see the attempts at goal are all in our favour still, but we haven't quite managed to breach their defence enough in this second half. It's been a little bit passive, it feels like, unfortunately, and it looks like it's drifting. But here's a chance for us, and it's over the top of the bar from a header at the near post from a corner kick. And is that going to be our last attempt? It looks like it. And it kind of was, and I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I thought that we would do a little bit better today than we actually did. You see, Mellon got his goal and did pretty well. Apoku down that left-hand side worked very well, obviously. Adeniran in midfield, holding the midfield line just in front of that back four. But ultimately, with 14 shots at goal and 8 on target, only 7 and 3 for them, and an XG rating of nearly 2, the expected goals, well, I think we could have done a little bit better today. I'm slightly disappointed with that. But that possession rating, fair play to Coventry for however they came in and set up and kept the ball away from us. It worked very nicely for them. They got a decent draw. Not so much for us. So with 8 games left of the season, Truro City, we still sit in 10th position, still with a really, really good chance of finishing 12th and above, which would be a top half of the table finish. 19th last season, remember, so that would be fantastic. So we're coming back next episode for the final game of the season. Preston North End on the final day. We've got 7 games between now and then that I will get through myself and update you on that next episode. And when we do come back for it, we'll be able to finalise our championship position for this particular season. And I'm really encouraged. I think that we can certainly think about next season pushing on again and just knocking on the door of those playoffs, maybe, but maybe that's a step too far, but it's certainly getting closer all the time. So come back and join me next episode for that, where we play the last game of the season. Until then, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and join my United City community. The more the merrier. Click that like button for me. That'll help me get seen by lots more people and it helps the YouTube algorithms. Don't forget, I'm now every weekday, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. UK time on twitch.tv/the United City FM. I go there live streaming every weekday, so come and join me there. Until next time here though, take care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.